You know that feeling when something is off, but you cannot quite put your finger on it. Someone smiles at all the right moments, says all the right things, yet your stomach knots every time they talk to you. Your body picks up on what your mind refuses to admit. You are being manipulated. And worse, someone is counting on you to blame yourself for it. Today, we are breaking down the 7 signs someone is using dark psychology on you that most people never see. These are not the obvious ones. They are quieter. They slide in like water under a door. By the time you notice, you are already drowning. A 2025 University College London study tracked 2,000 adults. People who could not name concrete mistreatment were 3 times more likely to report anxiety and depression. Cognitive dissonance stress. Your brain knows something is wrong, but your training tells you to trust the person. That conflict eats you alive. Before the 7 signs, the world is lonelier than ever. People are desperate for connection. That is what manipulators hunt for. They do not target boundaried people. They target nice people who assume everyone else has good intentions too. Sign number 1. They control the narrative by rewriting history. You had the argument yesterday. You remember what happened. They said the thing. You called them on it. Today, they bring it up again, but their version has changed entirely. In their story, they were the victim all along. And you are supposed to just accept the new script. This is ghost pivoting. The person rewrites shared history gradually, one detail at a time until the entire story looks different, and you are left wondering if your own memory is broken. You start apologizing for things you did not do. You say phrases like, "Maybe I am remembering it wrong." That is the exact moment they win. They do not need you to believe their version completely. They just need you to doubt your own version enough to stop fighting back. Dr. Robin Stern at Yale wrote the definitive book on gaslighting after 20 years, with patients who could not explain why they felt so confused all the time. Her finding: the victim does not realize they are being gaslighted because the changes are glacial. When you catch yourself saying, "Maybe I am wrong about this," with the same person, that is not humility. That is a red flag. Write down what happened in real time after conflicts. Notes do not lie. Sign number 2. They dole out affection like a slot machine. Sometimes they are incredibly sweet. Texts at midnight, surprise compliments, those perfect moments where you think maybe this is what love feels like. Then nothing. Cold shoulders, unanswered messages, days where you feel invisible to the person you care about most. This is intermittent reinforcement, and it is the most powerful form of conditioning known to psychology. B.F. Skinner proved this in the 1950s. Rats who got rewards after every lever press stopped pressing when the rewards stopped, but rats who got rewards at random intervals pressed until they collapsed. Your brain works the same way. The unpredictability is the hook. You cannot predict when the next warm moment comes, so you stay obsessed. You start rationalizing the cold periods. They are just busy. They did not mean it that way. Dr. Patrick Carnes, studying trauma bonding, found that the cycle of abuse followed by intense reconciliation created neurochemical dependency. The peaks feel higher because the valleys are so low. Your brain chases the high every single time. How do you break this? Track the pattern, not the exception. Focus on the cold days, not the good ones. Count how many times you cried waiting for a text. Write those down instead. The data does not lie. Sign number 3. They reverse the roles after you confront them. You work up the courage to address the problem. You speak carefully. "I feel hurt when you do this. I need you to hear me out." A healthy person listens. They might get defensive, but they try to understand. A dark psychology user flips the entire conversation. Suddenly, they are crying. They are the victim. They remind you of everything they have sacrificed, how much they have put up with, how you never appreciate enough. Within 5 minutes, you are apologizing for bringing up your own pain. This is DARVO: deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. Dr. Jennifer Freyd coined the term while researching perpetrators of abuse. She later found DARVO in every context: workplaces, friendships, families, anywhere someone is held accountable and refuses to accept it. First, they deny. That never happened. You are exaggerating. Second, they attack. You always do this. You are the real problem here. Third, they reverse. Now they are hurt, and you are comforting the person who hurt you minutes ago. You leave feeling exhausted and somehow apologetic. The original issue never gets resolved. It never stays on the table long enough to get air. You started with a complaint and ended up giving apologies. If that pattern repeats, you are not in a relationship. You are in a loop designed to consume your energy. The counter move. Name the mechanism. Say, this is DARVO. I am not going to argue about whether something happened. It happened. I want to talk about what happens next. Hold the line. If they shift topics twice in one conversation, you already know the game. Subscribe for more. Sign number 4. They isolate you from your support network gradually. It does not start with them telling you to stop seeing your friends. It starts with offhand comments. Your best friend is too much. Your sister has bad motives. I just do not trust them the way you do. I feel like they do not really care about you. Over time, you start to see your people through their lens. You decline invitations. You tell yourself you are just busy and you stay home instead. The circle shrinks one relationship at a time. And the person doing it never once tell you to cut anyone off. They just planted a seed and waited for it to grow. A study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships analyzed over 400 responses from people in manipulative relationships. 63% described gradual isolation as the most damaging long-term effect. Not the arguments, not the insults, the slow disappearance of everything else in their life. When your world gets smaller, the manipulator becomes your entire world. Dependency is control. A person with 5 close friends can walk away from one toxic relationship. A person with 0 options stays, because leaving means complete silence. Reverse engineer it. Look at who you used to see. Write the names down. Did the relationship drift, or did someone's opinion change your mind? Call those people this week. Sign number 5. They make you responsible for their emotions. You are not allowed to be upset because it will upset them more. You cannot leave the room mid-argument because that is abandonment. You cannot spend a weekend with your family because they will be lonely. Every choice you make gets measured against how it will make them feel. This is emotional hijacking, and it dresses itself up as intimacy. At first, it feels nice that someone cares so much, but care and control look identical in the early stages. The only difference is what happens when you set a boundary. Your calmness triggers their meltdown. Your boundary triggers their abandonment crises. Your independence triggers their depression. You manage someone else's mood like a weather system you did not create. Every time you give in, they learn to escalate more. Stop fixing. When they get upset, let them be upset. Sit in the discomfort without rushing to repair it. If they say you do not care about me, you say I care about you and I also care about myself. Those two things can be true at the same time. It feels terrible the first few times. What gets harder is watching them escalate when their old tricks stop working. Hold the line. Sign number 6. They give you backhanded compliments designed to lower your confidence. You look great today. Usually you do not make the effort. Subscribe for more. You are smarter than people give you credit for. It is almost like being called dumb in a polite wrapper. I wish I could be as carefree as you. These are covert aggressions. The person delivers the insult with a smile, and if you react, they tell you that you are too sensitive. Cannot take a joke. Reading into everything. They win either way. A 2023 meta-analysis of 67 studies found covert aggression from close relationships produces more anxiety than direct hostility. With direct hostility, you know you are being attacked. With covert aggression, you question yourself. The inward damage is worse. How do you handle this? Name the structure. Say that sounded like a compliment and a dig at the same time. Which one did you mean? Watch their face. A guilty person stutters and over-explains. A genuine person moves on. The reaction tells you everything. Sign number 7. They make you question your own worth through comparison. They mention their ex constantly, how the ex was more ambitious or funny. They praise a coworker's body in front of you. They tell you how their friends' partners do so much more. never directly saying you are not enough. They plant the seed and let you water it yourself. This is implicit devaluement. It arrives as offhand remarks. The cumulative effect is the same as someone telling you every day that you disappoint them. It just takes longer. Direct criticism triggers anger. Indirect criticism triggers shame. And shame keeps people quiet longer than anger does. UCLA research showed repeated implicit comparisons caused a 30% drop in self-esteem over 6 months. The negative messages outweighed positive ones by 3 to 1. The brain prioritizes threats every time. You start trying harder, changing routines, buying new things, working later, smiling more, all because someone implied you were not enough without ever saying it out loud. And the most cruel part, they can claim they never criticize you, not once, not explicitly. The counter move, track the effect, not the intent. Stop asking, did they mean it that way? Start asking, how do I feel after interacting with them? If you consistently feel smaller, quieter, less sure of yourself, that is the data. The data does not care about their intent. It only cares about what is happening to you. So those are the 7 signs: rewriting history, intermittent affection, reversing roles, gradual isolation, emotional hijacking, covert aggression, and implicit devaluement. If 1 or 2 feel familiar, that might be a rough patch. If 4 or more sound like your daily life, you are not going through a rough patch. You are in someone's playbook. It is not your fault. You did not ask for this. These tactics are designed by people who study human weaknesses and spend years perfecting them. They work on good people because good people trust that everyone else plays by the same rules. You do not. If you recognize yourself in this video, do not confront them. Do not send them this video. Document everything. Reach out to the people you lost. Talk to a professional if you can. Build your world back before making big decisions. The moment you start seeing the patterns, they lose power. They only work when you do not name them. Once you name them, you are playing on a different board. If you want to make videos like this yourself, check the link in the description for Frame Loop. It's what I use to create all of these videos. Subscribe if you want more of these breakdowns, and send this to someone who might need to hear it.